Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Destination Mountaintop. Look at me, already getting started, stumbling all over my words. But we are here on this Friday evening instead of Saturday because, as you all know, it's Sweethearts Weekend. And
Yeah.
my guest tonight specializes in sweet things. So we are bringing some sweet things and talking about some sweet things along with what we always do, getting the story behind the story, getting to know the person behind the story. And you guys all know her as a lady who none of us can say her name. None of us can say her name. But when we hear jam
Yeah.
and jam confection,
Yeah.
we know who you're talking about.
Yes.
So I'm going to let my guest tonight introduce herself and go ahead and tell us how to pronounce her name correctly. And she's going to tell us where she comes from, how she got here. And you know I'm going to interrupt and ask questions. But I'm turning it over to you. Thank you so much for joining us. And the
Yes.
floor is yours.
Okay. So my name is Dejan.
Dejan.
Um, but I go by D. At this point, I go by D. Um, and my business is Jam Confection Company. Um, I am from Texarkana, Arkansas, born in Texarkana, Texas, but raised in Texarkana, Arkansas. And then I actually went to college at Arkansas Tech in Russellville, and then I now live in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Okay. Okay. How long you been in Little Rock?
Um, so I lived. Well, actually, I just moved back. I'm sorry. I lived in Little Rock for 5 years after I finished school,
Mm.
and during the pandemic, I went home for about a year or so, and I just moved back like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Now, are you up there by yourself or you have family there?
I do have family here.
Okay.
My dad's side of the family is from Little Rock, and then I have some other like friends and cousins that live here.
Okay, so you're not up there by yourself. That's
No, no.
good. Either way you rock, it's family around.
Yes, for
But
sure.
when it comes to TKR2 back to Little Rock, that's like
Yes,
my
yes.
grands. I have two grands up there in Little Rock, and they
Yeah,
love it. And they thriving. So
yeah. I
I
like
feel
it. I
I
like
can
it.
I consider that as a city for young folks.
Yeah, yeah, and it's. I guess that's why I like it because it's stuff to do. More as Texarkana is more like a settle down, like when you're ready to have your family and all that. Which I'm not there yet, so I
Yeah.
want to be. I want to be here where it's moving, shaking. You just right in the middle of everything. If I want to go this way, go to Memphis, go to wherever, go back
It's
to
all
Texarkana.
right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Everything is right here. So
Don't be being young now. Don't be being young. See, maybe you're old. Don't be young. Okay. When did you get started with this scrumptious craft that you got?
honestly, the earliest memories I have are like junior high. I don't even know what it was, but I had my mom buy me some stuff one time, and I started making these cookies, and I took them to school, and then I had this personal challenge of uh trying to figure out how to make the cookies soft and last all day. First time you bake
Mm,
the cookies, they soft when you take them out the oven at
mhm.
first, and then about an hour later, they crunchy. And I was like, I don't, I got to figure this out.
Yeah.
So I did finally figure that out, and I was taking cookies to school, and all my friends were just like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you got the cookies
Real.
in your, and like that." And I kind of just liked the way from then, like how it made me feel when you have, something to
Mm,
give to, people.
yeah.
Like nobody's ever gonna be in a bad mood when you're like, "Hey, I got some sweets for you,"
Got some sweets for
And
you. Yeah.
yeah, so um, I kind of realized that food is my love language. So like when I really
Oh,
care about you, I'm like, here, let me give you a meal. Can I cook for you? Let me do something to help to show my love to you. Basically, that's it. So from there, I just really started tuning into all these cooking shows on TV. Um, Personal favorite, like Rachel Ray.
yeah,
I
yeah.
used to stay up. That's back at night when like 12 o'clock at night it'd just be infomercials, and it would be Iron Chef would be on
Mhm.
TV.
Yes,
So I
yes.
used to stay and watch that, and that's when Iron Chef was in Japanese, like
I love
subtitles. Yeah,
I'm
so I
yes,
just used to be
yes.
so amazed by them and just how they could just come up with anything. They weren't using recipes. They were like, just off the dome. And I was like, wow, this is so like I just don't understand how they do this, but okay, this is amazing. I like it. So from there I kind of just kept baking. But when I got to high school, um I I was a cheerleader and a whole bunch of other things. I did everything in high school. But this one year I just decided like I didn't want to be a cheerleader anymore. Like it was just too much drama, and I just didn't want to be in it. And so
Mm,
I took a year off from that, and somehow I guess maybe my mom found this class, cake decorating class, at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I can't remember which one, but I ended up so 10th grade year take this cake decorating class, and I really liked it. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I took it upon myself to, make the cakes for everybody in the family. And then I was taking cupcakes and stuff to school then for my friends.
mm,
So I had the pictures of like cupcakes from our like sweet 16s and stuff like that. I would take pictures, take cupcakes to school for them. I did a couple for my teachers, and I just kept kind of practicing. And I don't even remember how long after that, but my mom really was invested in me. Like at
wow, wow.
this time, like, so this is like 2008, right? Like I don't know of anyone who bakes cakes for a living,
Yeah,
like, or on the side, really, it's, as common as it is now. Like
yeah.
I didn't know anybody that did that, but I was just really like, hey, this is kind of like, can I make this a thing? Because this is what I really like to do. So she really invested in me. She bought me like all the tips. She bought me the KitchenAid mixer. And
Wow.
once she really saw I was into it, she got me the mixer, and I was like, oh, so I gotta stick to this because
Yeah, yeah.
she's behind me. But so yeah, from there, I just kept going with it. I got to 12th grade, and you start looking at colleges, trying to decide what you want to do for the rest of your life, right?
Mhm.
And I really had no idea. Um, but I know I like to cook, I like to bake, and I like to decorate these cakes. So I
Mhm.
was like, okay, I don't. The obvious option is going to culinary school,
Yeah,
which is very expensive, and I really wanted to have the like traditional college experience.
yeah, yeah,
Because when you do that, you really you're not on a college campus, doing all the fun stuff, living your best life, which I realize now that was the best time of my life. So I'm glad I went.
yeah.
So actually, we started looking around and we found Arkansas Tech,
Mhm.
and they have a hospitality administration program.
Mhm.
So basically, like food and beverage management, and then business classes together. So,
Okay,
um,
now that's good because
yeah.
to me that's a step beyond culinary
Right,
because
because
it's
I don't
not
feel like
only
they
teaching
teach you.
you
Yeah, they don't
this.
teach you as much of the business side. I feel like
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
there. So that was also um, a plus. So that was really that was the only school I looked at.
Mhm.
It's just 3 hours away. Um, I got a scholarship to go there, and so I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. So it was kind of like, is this the right decision? Should I do this? Because I was very smart, scored very well on my ACT and all that, and it's kind of unconventional. Like you don't see a lot of people do that
Do
at that
well,
time.
do well, and then want to act.
Right. You
You
see a lot of
do,
people like go off to be, at that point it's like you want to be a teacher, you want to be a nurse,
yeah.
whatever. It wasn't like you want to own your own business. It wasn't.
For some reason, people get uh they get it mixed up, and they think that if you don't go the traditional route,
Mm-hmm.
that it is because you lack educational
Right.
skills.
Right.
They think that you want to go into culinary or being a pastry chef or a master cake decorator or anything. They think that for some reason, when you go to that culinary class, that it is because that you are inept when it
Right.
comes to education, and it's not.
It's not. It
In a lot of cases, that is a person's love and
Yeah.
their passion,
Yep.
and they are trying to pursue what they love, but then they are discouraged along the way.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
this is not going to make you any money. This is, you
Right.
need to get it. But see, you did do the smart thing by taking a different route with um the the route that you took by getting
Mm-hmm.
the business aspect of it too.
Right.
Because just I have my grandson that's up there. He's a dancer, and
Uh-huh.
he went 4 years to ASU
Uh-huh.
dance program. But the whole time he was there, I
Uh-huh.
would tell him, darling, what I need you to do for me is I need you to double major in
Oh yeah.
business administration.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I'm asking you to do that is because as a dancer, your body only lasts so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
For
going to
sure.
get into teaching, choreography, writing your own this, that, because
Yes.
dances.
Studio having, yeah, for
And
sure.
so if you have that business degree behind
Background. Yeah.
you and
Mm-hmm.
background, even if
Mm-hmm.
you just take some business classes, you're
Yeah.
your money and you
Yes.
know how to set up your business. So
Right.
I think that was very wise what you did.
Yes.
And then in high school, you had established guinea pigs.
Yeah.
And
And
this,
like that really comes back later on to be a plus for me. Um, all those people that I, went through, and they, of course at that point the stuff was free or
yeah,
basically free. Um, so even after I get to college and those people,
mm,
once I go to officially start my business, like those people still come back.
support, yeah.
Yeah.
Would
Like,
they tell you when you were in your guinea pig stage
mhm.
and perfecting your recipes and things? Would they tell you, D, uh, this was good, but
Mhm. Yeah, like this ice might
maybe,
be too sweet, or
yeah, maybe, yeah, yeah,
this cupcake might could have been a little more moist.
yeah.
Okay, so then I had to go back and figure out how to do that.
So
Change.
they were honest. They were
Yeah.
honest. Good,
Oh yeah,
good.
for sure, for sure. And then my mom is the number one what quality assurance. So
I love,
like
I
she's
mm,
going to make sure
yeah.
that anything I do is top
I'll
notch.
tell you what,
It's-
if we have any parents listening tonight, or even grandparents listening tonight,
Yes.
I think the most important nugget, we extract the nuggets out of each interview. And I
Mm-hmm.
think one of the two most important nuggets that we're hearing so far is invest in your child's passion.
Yes.
Look at what your child does and what it seems like they're gravitating to,
Mm-hmm.
and that they kind of dig that thing.
Yes.
Invest in it a little bit. Well, here, this is for you. And
Right.
I see you liking this little things at first. And then
Yeah.
you got which is on my birthday list for this year. is the wonderful
The mixer.
the
And
mixer.
that was the best investment. Like I
Yeah,
had that mixer. Um it just it just went out actually right at the beginning of 2020. And it
yeah.
probably can be I can take it well, I can probably take it to a shop and get the maybe the motor fixed, but like that's what 2008 to 2020.
It's,
I
it's
had
just
that mixer.
it's time to put it on the shelf and say
Yeah, I
it's
had been working it.
just keep it and say this
That's what
is
I want to do.
the first
Just
mixer.
put it
Yeah.
decoratively somewhere. And I saw
Yes.
where
Yeah,
you put the flowers in the bowl and just make
yeah.
it cute. Mm-hmm.
This a tribute to my first
Yeah.
mixer. It's
Yes,
time.
I
It,
definitely. Yeah, I'm keeping it
yeah.
forever. But it lasted. Like that was a legit investment.
Well, this is going to be my first mixer because
Yes.
I'm just now starting to bake.
Okay. Okay.
Always been intimidated by baking. And
No.
so I cook. I love to cook.
Yes.
I go wild with the cooking.
Yes.
Let's visit every country and
Yes.
let's get the authentic ingredients.
Oh
But
yes.
I just now got into I made my first pound cake
Okay.
and I made my first batch of yeast rolls.
Okay.
Now, the pound cake, I got the recipe right.
Okay. Did it
But
come out
me,
the
but
pan?
me with my dumb self. My daughter brought me a bundt cake pan over.
Um.
I filled that pan up and
Okay.
I started the dough on the top of this pan. And I looked at that and I said, this is going to spill over.
Yes.
And I put the pan in the bottom of the oven.
Uh-huh.
I thought it's going to just spill over a little bit. Oh no, it spilled over a
Yeah.
lot. Thank
Yes.
God for the pan in the bottom of the oven.
Yes.
So when I go to take the cake out,
Mm-hmm.
you have one side which is almost there and the other side which is completely imploded. And I said, well, okay. I took it out
mm-hmm.
and I just cut a little piece of from the side that was up and I
Mm-hmm.
tasted it. I said, recipe perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Cake pan, a disaster. Now,
Hey, trial and errors,
we
huh?
went to go look for a regular cake pan today.
Mm-hmm.
They don't sell them deep anymore like that.
Oh yeah, you
So
have to get it online.
I'm gonna go online, but what I'm gonna do is I'm trying that recipe again this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna fill the pan up this time.
Right.
And then I got this little pound cake thing. I'm gonna put the rest of the batter in there.
In a small one, yes.
Yeah. So I got a plan. I see
Yes.
I'm doing what you learned how to do at 12.
Sound like
At
that.
61. So since I did that, I say, daughter, I took a picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I want for my birthday, and I think since I'm turning 62, I deserve it.
Yes.
So we gonna see. That's my official plug. But back to you. I gotta make a plug every video.
Yes,
That's my
yeah,
plug.
so don't forget.
I don't need the whole KitchenAid, just
Yes.
the mixer.
Yes, right.
But you know, I wrote in your promo that people think that you have to wait until you're older to find your passion, to tap into your destiny. I believe that God gives everybody a gift, a talent that leads them to wealth. And it's usually by the work of their hands. Okay, even the pastor of the church. You got pastors now that don't like to work. No, they think the church supposed to take care of them. But the apostles, a lot of them, when the going got rough and they had to travel around, they worked. They worked until the people who did take care of them, they sent them to different places, but they worked. So when you tap into your talent early, what is the dream next? What do you see? Where we want to take Jam? And how did you come up with the name Jam?
Okay, so um speaking of gifts, okay, so after I started baking in high school and
Mhm.
all my family knows I bake, um there's this house here in Little Rock that used to be my grandma's on my dad's side, her family's
Mhm.
house. So they end up like selling it and they were cleaning it out and there were these cake pans.
Get
And
out.
so at
Get
that
out.
point they tell me that because she passed away when I was 2. So I don't have any memories of her, but I
Yes.
do, which at this point
Girl,
I
you giving me
realize
chills.
I do have a picture from my first birthday where she made my cake.
Mm.
And I never put that, I don't know, I guess
Together.
it never just, I don't know, it was never explained to me like that. But anyway, so I got some cake pans that were hers, and then I found out that she was this awesome cake decorator. She made these wedding cakes and
Ah,
everything. One of my cousins that live here, they she did their mom wedding cake, you know, the old school with the stairs and the,
yes.
you know, extravagant. I was like, oh. So at that point, I was really like, okay, yeah, like I got to do this now because
It's
that,
in the
I mean,
blood.
yeah.
It's
So
part of your lineage.
yes. So that has to do with the name. My mom, I think my mom kind of put it together um early on, but I kind of was like, you know, I want something a little more fancy, a little more, you know,
But,
catchy or
but that,
whatever.
that is
And
it.
I actually used the name Days Delights when I first started, and that was in college. But
Mm,
then when I got ready to like go completely legitimate with my business, I wanted to rebrand and rename. And I spent days like Googling all kind of stuff, just all different variations of things that had to do, you know, just words. I had a whole sheet full of names and I like Googled them, you know, which ones were already taken or too coming or whatever,
yeah.
and ruled them out. And I ended up back at Jam. So I was like, okay, this is dope. So Jam is the initials of my 3 grandmas. I happen to have 3. So um so Joyce, um, if you live in Texarkana, that's me, mom.
Mm, mm,
Joyce is me, mom. She is still here. She bakes and
yeah.
cooks. She's the bomb. And then Annie, who is my mom's mom, and she also did some really good baking too out here.
Mm,
She passed away when my mom was young, so I didn't get to meet her either. But
mm,
also a baker. And then Maddie is my dad's mom, the one I was just talking about.
mm.
So that's Jam.
Oh
So I
my
add a little
goodness.
confection so you know what we do. And I put the co on the end because I don't want it, you know, I want this to be bigger than just, you know, just me. I don't want to have
Yes.
to do everything myself.
Yes.
And it, you know, eventually maybe expand to other things. So I didn't want to get too specific with my name and not be able to, you know, use it for other ventures, other branches, you know,
I
of the
think
same type of thing. So, um, right
that
now,
is such a when you do your business bio,
mm-hmm,
I think you need to include in there that how this is birthed through the grandmothers and how the grandmothers were bakers. And for
yes,
that cousin who has the pans
mm-hmm,
that win the Jam Confectionery restaurant slash uh, confectionery
shop,
clinic, confectionery clinic opens
uh-huh,
up.
uh-huh.
Tell her that those pans are going to have to be
Oh yeah,
displayed
in the display.
with the first uh,
Yes.
mixer.
Oh
Yes,
yes, yes, for sure.
yes,
For
because I mean
sure.
it's such a story, and
Yeah.
what would even be more beautiful is if you could find pictures of those 3 ladies. and have those
Yes.
pictures.
Yes. On
Mhm.
the
Look,
yes.
here I am designing your whole
Look, I love it.
and see it. Look, I'm all in your vision, girl.
Yeah.
But I see it, but I just see that, and it's
Thank
just
you.
my tell your mama, it's just my little idea. Because I
Okay.
believe so in destiny, and I believe so in lineage.
Yes, for
And
sure.
one thing that we as African Americans,
Mhm.
and I ain't talking about no ancestor worship. I'm talking about lineage.
Mhm.
One thing we don't honor
Mhm.
and we don't give homage to is our lineage. And
Mhm.
if we sit back and look at our really dig into our lineage,
Mhm.
we will find out that those things that we thought were unique to us, that our
Right.
mama, our
Right.
grandmother, our great grandmother, our cousin on daddy's side, and that grandmother, and all through the family, it was just sprinkled
Right.
here and there.
Right.
And when I go back and I look through my family lineage, we
Mhm.
sprinkle with pastors and uh, deacons.
Uh huh.
That's all in our lineage.
Mhm.
So we got pastors, and now here we got women who
Right.
be tasting and knowing that the Lord is good.
Right.
But
For sure.
I think that that's important. I think that that's beautiful, and
Mhm.
um, uh, that's just it gave me chills. What's
Yeah.
your favorite recipe that you make?
Ooh.
Gotta be
I
one.
don't even know. Like my whole thing is, um, which people ask me, what's my favorite thing to bake, and I usually say cupcakes.
Hmm.
Um, that's my favorite medium. I'm gonna say because I'm an artist.
Okay, okay, okay.
um, I'm an artist, and I just like to create. I like to create new things. Kind of like new versions of old things, or of other things like drink. Like I did a set of cupcakes one time, and they were all like based off of infused, like based off alcohol drinks.
Okay.
Um, I usually do a theme each month.
Mm,
Like I might would do like I've done during February, like you do Valentine's Day, Girl Scout
mm.
cookies.
Yeah.
So I have a I've done like Samoa cupcakes.
Mhm.
What other kind did I do? I don't remember what other kind. But I'll take stuff like that, like Girl Scout cookies, Mardi Gras. Let me turn this king
Mm.
cake into some type of cheesecake, or
Yeah,
I like to do just different stuff.
just
I kind
different
of
stuff. So
I mean, I do the traditional stuff when people ask for it, but
you like
majority
it?
of what you're gonna see on like my pages is gonna be something a little bit different.
I love it.
That's kind of
Um,
yeah,
you said you used the word artistry. And
yes,
it was funny because when I was looking through your page and I'm looking, trying to see and just seeing what I see,
yes,
saw your emblem, your
mm-hmm.
logo.
Yes, ma'am.
But to me, I don't know what your logo is, but to me, I thought it was an artist palette. Is it a art? Is it a art palette?
Oh, it's not, but it's
What
okay. I'll
uh,
keep that in mind
you
for
wait a
when
minute?
I read
What?
the things. I think that's a good. I think that's
I'm throwing it over there to you. Throwing over there to you.
yeah.
But
Okay,
I
okay.
thought it was like what an artist palette
Yeah,
look.
I get what you
That's
mean.
what I thought
Yes,
it was.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. I
Yeah.
like that
And
idea.
then when you said artistry, I said, oh, that's what that was, an artist palace.
Yes,
But what
okay,
was it? A cookie?
I like that idea.
Okay. Well, we ain't gonna even talk about what it was then,
Oh,
because
it's just like I don't know. It's just something cute. It's not a thing.
oh, okay. Well, look, okay, see,
It's a little scallop
I
look.
saw what I was
And
supposed
then in the back
to.
of it, in the background, there's a like a whisk and a rolling pin.
Yeah, yeah,
Because like I said, I didn't want to put anything that too specifies, like
yeah.
put a cupcake. She only does cupcakes. No.
Well, I
I'm
think
a
that. See,
pastry
see,
chef, and I can make you a lot of things.
well, whenever you rebrand or refreshing and rebrand, since you consider your art,
Yes,
your
yeah,
cooking is artistry,
for
you just
sure.
need to do a good little old artist pattern. That's
Yeah,
what you
I like
do.
that.
Because I
Now,
like that.
now you
Now,
got
I'm not supposed to be on here
my
redefining your
wheels spinning.
but
Yes,
you have revealed, and that's what I love about these interviews because we find out so much. And a lot of times when people get to talking, they discover things that they didn't. I mean, they're talking about it, but it's like, oh, wait a minute, I didn't
right,
see it on that level.
right, for
But
sure.
that's what I actually thought it was because I just glanced. I said,
Yes,
oh, okay, she got an artist palette for her
yeah,
uh
right.
thing. And I thought I was on the wrong page. I went back twice because
Yes,
I kept look, I see things where they aren't.
for
But
sure.
as it came, now we see why I kept seeing it like that. That's
Yeah.
just a little y'all don't get scared now.
Okay.
But I think that is so beautiful. You know, you're giving
Right.
homage to, we see where you started young, we see where it comes from, we see that it's a gift and a talent. Um, uh, if you could have anything that you wanted right now, what would it be?
That I want it right now.
Mhm. If you could be any place or make anything happen right now, what would it be?
Ooh, I would build out a kitchen. That's all I can think of.
Be in the kitchen.
I'm
Be in the kitchen.
build out a kitchen. That well, that's something that's been on my mind to do is that like investment.
Mm,
Whenever I get the chance, but after I do my after I do her for myself, I need that for myself. But I know for most people that are doing a food type of business, that's like
mm,
the biggest hurdle is finding a kitchen to start out with, to be legitimate. Because that's always been my thing to like um be legit as legitimate as possible because I know kind of like how I wanted to go with my business.
mm,
I don't, I don't want this to be an underground thing. I want to do it legally. I want to reach out to as many people as I can, um,
mm,
get to. And the kitchen, the
mm.
commercial kitchen is the most expensive and the most necessary thing to get someone to that next level. So that be it. I just want a kitchen.
Well,
It's
you never know. By doing this interview, you never know.
yeah. And
Somebody may know somebody that knows somebody that sees this interview and believes in you and says,
yeah.
why don't you give this girl a call? I think she'd be worth the investment. So
Yes.
that's why I ask questions like this. Now, let me ask you this question. This one is a
Mhm.
little deeper.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever been through a stage where you got discouraged and say, I want to throw it all away? And what happened and why didn't you?
Yes, of course. Like I feel like as a business owner, like any business owner probably, which I'm seeing now, other people are starting to, kind of speak on it a little bit more, but
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of part of it. I feel like just being a business owner in general is like a huge test of your faith in general.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like that's when everything I learned up until this point has been for this. Everything I learned about believing and just, believing that this gonna happen. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's
Mm.
gonna work as long as I put in the work. Like
Yes, yes.
that part. And I just had to actually being here in Little Rock, um, with where I really started going full time with my business, and of course, I didn't have as big of a base here as I would like in Texarkana. So I had to constantly remind myself, like, this is really what you want to do? Like, you gotta, put in some kind of work, and
Yeah.
and it's gonna come, it's gonna come. So it was just something I had to
Uh-oh. See how the
I,
devil is, y'all.
huh? Oh.
Your internet stopped. I said, see how the devil is, y'all.
Oh, yes. Yeah, but just it was just so many times when I was like, okay, maybe I need to, I don't know what I need to do, but I know this is in my heart. I got these people that support me. I can't let them down. But how's this gonna work? But
Yeah.
I ran my business full time. I was still doing it from my home, which you can do in Arkansas here. But
Mm,
and it was days when I was like, okay, like rent's due in like 5 days. I need to
mm.
make something happen. What do I have available to me that I can use? Do I need to advertise some more? Do I need to go out and talk to some people, hand out some cards?
Yeah.
And then, on day 4, somebody be like, hey, can you come cater my wedding? I'm like,
Oh, wow. Yes.
okay,
I need this
yes,
much deposit. Yes.
yes, I'll be there. Or somebody will book something. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that. Let me get you here. So most definitely. And sometimes I did have to, pick up other little stuff, but I
Yeah.
just kept going
Yeah.
with this and just trying to make sure I'm putting in 100%,
Yeah.
doing the best that I can, presenting my stuff the best, um,
Yes.
reaching out to people, which was something like I I guess I was a sociable person. All my life, I realized that like walking up, talking to strangers about
Yeah.
myself was difficult for me to do until I had to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. You
And
didn't, I
so
didn't know I had that issue.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, because I'm friendly. I have lots of friends, but strangers,
Yeah.
I don't know. So I just had to challenge myself and be like, okay, um, today I'm gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna go to the grocery store and I'm gonna hand out so many cards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave them on the windshield or something. I'm gonna do something. I remember one day when I first got my business cards in, I went around my apartment complex and just left a card. I made little flyers like this is what I could do. Here's my card, and I left them on all the doors. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
somebody. I mean, if I'm doing my part, it's gonna work out.
Yes.
So
So whatever
yeah,
you basically you're saying that whatever you think that you want to do, you have to be willing to put that grind in there and really grind
yes, for
for it.
sure.
And because ain't nobody gonna do it but you. If it's your baby, you gotta work it.
Uh,
How can you expect somebody to believe in it if you
right,
don't?
for sure,
Ah,
for
and
sure.
then
I'll definitely
when
say
you're
that.
moving
Like,
away from your
I was
main
just telling
base,
somebody.
go ahead.
Uh
Mhm.
huh.
I was
Oh,
saying,
I was telling. I was telling one of my a coworker that was asking about my business earlier that like when I first got here, I had to, I had to figure out how to get some more people. Like I used to go to the farmers market on
mhm,
Saturdays. Like I'm gonna get out here and yeah, like grind, like put in the work, like put
yeah,
myself out in front of these people so they, they know even if they don't buy something, make them follow me on Facebook or whatever.
yeah,
And I would say I had to learn the social media thing. Teach you that okay, I graduated college when I was 14, so social
yeah.
media still was not it wasn't what it
It
is
was baby
today.
then,
So
yeah,
we didn't learn in in our business classes, we did not learn, hey, this is how to work social media, this is the algorithms, this is how to get people, the advertising, like you got to draw these people in, all this stuff. Or like if you meet somebody, just get them on your page and you can
yeah,
sell to them later. Like, you know, so
yeah,
I had to learn all that stuff, which I just kind of watched all the people around me, the people with successful businesses, like what do they do? How do they reach out to people? How do they get me to their website all the time? Because I'm trying to use that same tactic.
savvy that they use. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, definitely
I
grinding,
I
finding
I
anything.
definitely feel your pain because you now that lets me know one thing. It ain't just because I'm older. Because
No,
this social media thing, I'm learning how to.
no, it's a whole no. This is a whole new thing, and it's not
Yeah,
as simple as just post and your stuff gonna sell.
no, it's
I had to
not.
explain it
It's
to one of my other friends who had started a business not too long ago. I was like, just because you post doesn't mean that people are just gonna automatically buy. It's so much behind it. It's really like
yes,
psychology to how you advertise, what appeals to
yes,
people, the
yes,
time of day you post,
yes.
um, all kind of stuff. There's so much behind it.
Wow,
So,
it really is. It really is.
yeah,
And
it's
you
a
have
lot,
to just be. You have to become as tech savvy as you are
right?
business
And
savvy
willing to,
as you are recipe savvy. And
right,
sometimes
right.
trying to juggle all of that,
It's a
do
lot.
your business and work another job to fund your
Yeah,
still okay. I love what I do, but in reality, uh-oh, we lost D. Let's see if she comes back in, y'all. Oh, this was getting so good. I don't know. We may have lost her because her internet was just going in and out. Oh, wait, we might have her back. Let's see.
I think my computer died.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
it died on you.
Yeah,
Okay, that's okay.
I thought that might happen.
Can you
I'm
hear me?
still
Can you hear me on there?
getting settled, so I don't even know where my charger is to my laptop right now.
That's okay. Um, we were saying, starting trying to work your vision,
Mm-hmm.
pay your bills, uh, get internet savvy,
Right.
and
It's a lot.
then you still got to work a job because rent still had to be paid.
Right. Yeah, that part.
And you're working your job to fund your dream.
Right.
It's not obvious. I'm gonna do this, so I'm quitting working, and I'm just gonna support myself off of
Right.
the dream. That it don't work like that, do it?
Yeah. It's definitely tough, and I'll say I how they say like the whole leap of faith thing, like I mean that's really I don't even know how to tell somebody to do that. I don't know. I end up like, to be honest, I end up having this miss out with the schedule at the last part time job that I had, and getting fired or whatever. And that was when I was like, okay, well, like I gotta make some shake. So I'm finna
Yeah,
do this. Um, and I was already kind of working on my business and stuff on the side, and I was ready to do it. And um, I was like, okay, this is great because now I have all this time to actually put towards my business.
business.
Like
Yeah,
all this time, I had been missing events or missing different stuff because I had to go work for
yeah.
somebody else. But then, a whole lot more opportunities opened up because I was able to, completely
Immerse
do
yourself.
my business, but
Mm.
at the same time, it's a whole lot more work too, though,
Yes,
because like
yes,
you said, you still gotta make sure that something's happening so that you are getting
yes, yes.
paid, so that you can do what you gotta do.
Well,
Yeah,
I tell you what, it's like a wild roller coaster ride. I thank God what I have to do. I don't have to worry about money. As
right,
long as my internet work and I can get a guest, I'm I'm Gucci. But
right.
when I go to expand, I don't know. It might become that.
Yes,
Right now, I'm just looking at it as a old lady hobby that I have fun doing.
you're right.
But I want you to know that I just you are such an inspiration.
Mm.
And I really do believe in what you're doing. And I hope that somebody sees this and
Yes.
knows somebody that can open up an opportunity. And you'd be surprised, it may come from the most unexpected place for that
Right.
kitchen, for just be willing to, when it comes, flow with it. Say
Right.
say to yourself, God just said that don't fear anything, that you are going before me, that you got me. And the same
Right.
way you've been doing it, you do it. I know that you're supposed to be in Texarkana. I don't know when it's gonna be for a
Mm.
little thing with some little ladies I know that's you're gonna be asked to do. So whenever this little thing is scheduled,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Oh, what you just told me about earlier?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
whenever that little thing gets scheduled, I have a request. Bring us some kind of cheesecake samples. I don't care if it's a cheesecake cupcake, even if you just
Yeah, for
look,
sure.
even if you just bring one just for me. Am I being selfish or what?
No.
Oh yeah, I'm selfish. I can be real selfish and petty when I know it's gonna be something good. Sorry, ladies. Yeah, bring
Yes.
us look. Yeah, bring us some samples when you come. Hint,
Okay.
hint.
Okay.
But
For
girl,
sure.
I want to just pray the blessings of God over you
Thank you.
and ask God to just enlarge your territory. And Lord, just send her helper, Lord. Lord, send that person that's going to have a commercial kitchen. Open up the opportunities. Open up her vision.
Yes.
Let her way be clear. Open up her finances. Send her customers. Just overflow her where she doesn't have room enough to receive. In Jesus' name. Amen. I don't pray for
Amen.
folks, girl. I don't pray for folks on my show.
Oh, well.
I believe in you. Look, I'm
I
joking.
appreciate
I
that.
joke and I laugh a lot. I believe in you. You
Oh,
look. I want to be around to say, I told y'all that girl.
right.
When I
That's
wrote up
that
your
girl.
when I wrote your promo up, and I said, y'all don't believe a person can retire at 50, but when you start grinding at
Hmm.
14, 15, and you putting your work in, and it's evolving because anything that you do is going to go through several levels of evolution. It
Right. For
starts
sure.
here, then it goes there, and then
For
as it
sure.
evolves, if you are faithful to it, God will be faithful to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Watch is right around the corner. Oh, I just feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Thank
believe
you.
in I don't believe in ancestral worship. I believe in the Holy Ghost. Yes.
Hey.
And I
Yes,
believe
ma'am.
that he can do anything and all things. You guys, uh no, you. I want you to give us your parting short, what you want everybody to know. Anything that you want to say.
Um. Well, like you said, the Nuggets definitely invest in your children, especially now when there's all these unconventional, uh, you know, occupations that people have. Um, Invest. If you believe in yourself, you believe you got something, go for it. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. If it's really on your heart, just put your whole put all your effort into it, and if it's meant to be, it will be.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
What's for you out? That's what I should say. And if it's what's for you, it's for you. That's
Ah,
something that I had to learn in the last year or so.
mm.
Like, don't, compare yourself to the other people around you,
No, you
other
bet
people
not.
that's doing what you doing or doing
Mm-mm,
what you want to do.
mm-mm.
Um, because if it's for you, it's for you. Like whatever they doing, don't have nothing to do.
Good. I wish you stopped before you make me get up and start
Yeah, that's
running.
definitely yeah.
Oh my God, that's so. Oh y'all,
Yes.
just so many nuggets, so much wisdom, and that is so true. I don't care what somebody else doing. You,
Right.
what you doing? Hey,
Right.
you ain't doing what I'm doing.
Right. All the
Somebody,
podcasts out there,
yeah, and
you can
somebody
still
gonna want what I got. So
right. Right.
it's just like preachers. That's why it's one on every corner. Cause
Right.
everybody got different. You listen to me, and he'll listen to her, and it is enough room in this world for everybody.
Yes.
And
Yes.
somebody gonna love you just.
Yes.
Oh, you said it, girl. Oh,
Yes. They
just
said it was a thing on social media somewhere I saw one day, but it's like if you ever feel a way, just walk down the bread aisle and look at all the different brands of bread that's carried on that aisle. Somebody buying each one of those.
or I wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Mm,
So it's always space. If it's meant for you to be there,
you, oh, girl.
you
Ah, oh, hallelujah.
yes.
You guys, you heard what she said. This is her love language. Hmm.
Yes.
This is the way that she brings love
Yes.
to the world. And even the Bible tells us, whatever you do, if ain't no love in it, it's as
Right.
tinkling black as tinkling brass.
Right.
And I always say that ministry is not restricted to the pulpit. Everybody has their own way of ministering love and the God they have inside of them to others. And hers is her love language. I love that.
Yes.
My my sweets are my love language. So
Yes.
on this love weekend, we've had the love artists, a confectionery delight.
Yes, I'm actually doing some. I also cook and do personal chef stuff, so that's what I'm
Ooh,
doing this weekend.
ooh,
So yeah,
ooh, somebody having a good weekend. Look, and
yes,
they ordered you special.
ma'am.
I said somebody having a romantic weekend and then hired
Yes,
you.
it. This is my way. Because I'm single. I'm good, but like. I could put my love into this food for them, and they love it, and it's so
What
great,
you
and
say?
they're happy, and I love doing this.
You know what? Let me. Yeah, I'm single. Eh, I'm good too. I think. I don't know. Here lately, I've been kind of here lately. I used to say I'm good,
Yeah.
but here lately, I kind of look over at the couple and I kind of say, maybe. And I saw something today that what I saw today, I said to myself, I know it's somebody out there.
Oh yeah, it be moments like that all the time, and I'm like, you know
I
what?
said, I told my daughter I walked down the aisle, and I said, if there's a God in heaven, there's somebody out there for me, because I swear, it's somebody out there for me. I
Yes, for
just,
sure.
yeah, I just have to maybe talk to him beyond 2 phone
Right.
calls, maybe. Girl, we ain't even gonna get on that because we'll be on here another 15 minutes.
Okay.
Let's
Thank
not
you for having
let's
me.
not go into relationships. So we got the love artiste gonna sprinkle some love dust around this weekend. And
Yes.
we have expanded her vision with our daughter, and she expanded ours. We done had
Yes.
church, and we thank you.
Thank
You
you.
guys, as always, D. thank you for trusting me with your story. Thank you
Yeah, thank you.
for being so transparent and honest. I just love it.
For
And
sure.
you guys, as always, remember faith, belief, for emotion. Remember who you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know, go back and think about it. And in
Mm-hmm.
the midst of that, remember whose you are. And as always, see you next time. Oh, I'll be back Monday night. What day is Valentine night?
It's 14th. Mm-hmm. The Monday.
Back
Mm-hmm.
Monday night with a special show, y'all. I'm gonna get
Oh.
on it. Yes. All right, D. I love you. You my new best young friend.
Oh yes.
You
Hello.
could. You could. I'll be calling on you. Lily,
See?
Lily, here D number. Go find her and bring me some cupcakes down here.
For sure.
All right, D. I love you, girl. Bye
Love
bye.
you too. Have a good night.
Bye, y'all.
Bye bye.